want to show you this great facility, which is the Navionics Web App, and the facilities it has. Just log on to it, go on to a search engine and put Navionics Web App, and you'll get to this page. It is a vector chart, so we can zoom in, either use the plus or just double click. And I want to zoom in and talk a little bit about Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight. And you'll notice as we zoom in, being a vector chart, it's like peeling back the layers of an onion. You'll get more and more detail on that chart. So we can, if we want to have a look at an area, we can go to the magnifying glass on the top left, click on that, and it will give us information with harbour masters, our marinas and moorings, fuel, restaurants, bars, shops, taxi, repairs, tides, currents, boat dealers, and lakes. If we just click on the tides here, it will give us real time of what's happening with the tides. So here we go around the Isle of Wight. This is what's happening now. So it's pretty much towards the end of the range. The arrow here saying the tide's going up. So here it's 1 metre in Bewley going up. Mouth of Bewley River 1 metre going up. Cowes 1.2. Yarmouth 1.4 going up. So we can see a snapshot of now of what's happening on. It won't give us in the future because it's the free app. So that's the tidal height of now. We can look at tidal currents. And we've looked at the other tutorials about tidal stream atlases. So just a click of the button, it will give us what the tide is doing now. So we can say that the tide is going east off Cowes at 2.1 knots. So the tide is coming in or flooding down the Solent and out here. And we can see that as a snapshot right now of what the tide's happening. If we want to predict what's going into the future, we'd have to buy the app, download it, and we can interrogate any of these tides, slide along the bottom, and it'll tell us what the tides are doing, going on. So that's the magnifying glass on the top left. On the bottom left, we click on there, it says Navionics and Sonar Chart. So if you want to have a look at something that's a little bit more tricky, or you're fishing and you want to find a ledge or a hole, click on that. And if we zoom in, it will enable it. And you'll see that the detail here is so much better. So clicking on, and we can see the whole round Hurst as it scours through here. And it gives us massive details of the contours and what's going on and the depth. So no wonder the water bubbles around here as the tide goes in and out of the Solent. And here we are, more depth. The darker the lines, the steeper the contours. So there's a really steep contour here, just off Yarmouth. But I wanted to have a look at Newtown Creek, and I wanted to show how we use this for our passage planning. So if we look at this, this is giving us chart datum, and it shows that chart datum there's not a lot of water in Newtown Creek. If we wanted to see something, what we do is we just click, we get the cross, we get the question mark, interrogate the question mark, it will tell you what it is. In this instance, it's a West Cardinal Buoy. I'll click on that and it will go yellow, black, yellow, quick 9, West Cardinal Buoy. Okay, so we can interrogate pretty much anything on the map. If we look at something else, like this anchorage, click on it, question mark, Newtown Creek, and it might give us information. Mooring buoys, £20 a night in 2019, and an anchorage place. Anchorage free, but you may give a donation to the National Trust. Harbour Master collects. So local information being put on by users, and this is user stuff on here. Routes we put on here will be saved. So there's routes I've done in the past. I've got a tutorial about routing. Markers with a paid one, you can put markers on points of interest. So if you're doing your planning and your passage planning and where you want to go on your trip, you can pop your markers on, and then you can go back to it in a future time. With a paid one, we can put on weather and tides, and that'll overlay, and I'll talk about that when I go through a paid one. Map options, and this is absolutely brilliant. No overlay is what we got here, like a standard chart. We could go for a satellite overlay. It uses Bing for this, So if we go like this, it will give us satellite of what is on the land, which is great for going ashore, or terrain, which is a bit more like a Alton survey map, and it tells you what's happening ashore, or if you want to go back to no overlay. So with passage planning, you want to get all the information you can from all resources. So I use Navionics Web App, which is great as long as you've got a signal. I also use Google Maps, surprisingly enough. So I can zoom in and have a look. Not a huge amount of information, but I can go to satellite image and it will give us Newtown Creek here. And this uses Google, whereas Navionics Web App uses Bing. And I can have a look at this. Quite a lot of the time with Google, it will give you low tide, which is really handy because you can zoom in at low tide and have a look at it. And it's the same if you go to Google Earth, pretty much the same. But with Google Earth, we can go 2D, which is looking straight down, or 3D, looking in. So we can come out of here and look at the entrance. And again, because it's the same Google information, we're looking into the entrance here at low tide. So looking in, it's quite handy to do that, or look straight down on it. So I just want to show that the usefulness of using this Navionics and Google Maps to see if we were going to Newtown Creek, where we can land. So we can see that it's quite steep here, beach either side, but you can also see there's a sand spit here. So when we're coming into this river, we want to be coming straight in along the channel. We can't come along the coast because there's spits here coming in. And if we wanted to go to there's a really nice pub at the head of the river up here, and the landing place is on the hard here. So we can use Google Earth, we can zoom in, we can have a look at where we're likely to we'll put the dinghy and look at the hard in here, and this is giving us at low tide. If we go to the Navionics and zoom in, same place, and we can see with the Navionics this is the same place here, but with the traditional chart or no overlay, not a huge amount of information. It just says slipway. If we go to satellite, it will give us more information and we'll have a better idea. If we want to know whether there's a road we can get out of here, we can put on the map and it shows the road we can get out of that. So if we do this and tie it up with Google Earth, we can then have a look with Google Earth, and if we drop the person on, we can actually see, and this photo was taken at high tide, so we can actually look at the place we're going to go. We can see the slipway at high tide, we can see the yard, and we can see the facilities. So if we had a rubber dinghy here, we could actually pull the boat up and leave it there while we go out. But we've got to make sure that the tides are correct to get back out again. So this is showing you the Navionics Web App free facility. This is showing you Google Earth, Google Maps, and using these fantastic facilities to do your passage planning, and also more importantly choosing where you would like to go when you go on holiday or you go sailing or motorboating. You can actually see beforehand and see the facilities beforehand.